let's talk about Madam Web.
Finally, I'm here to watch the Madam Web movie. Wait, nobody is here? Damn, nobody wants to see this movie? Guess I'm the only one watching.
No, I'm here.
What the heck is up with you?
I'm currently being tortured for tax evading. Watching this movie is my punishment.
Damn, the movie is starting.
Hey, I am the female Spider-Man or something, Madam Web. Watch me fight the bad guys, I think. I don't know. I saved the world, I guess. See you guys in the next movie.
That was so trash.
What the hell, what?
How's it going, everybody? My name is... Welcome back, let's get into it. There isn't much I can say about this movie that hasn't probably already been said by multiple people on your For You page or on your feed as a whole. I'm a bit late to the party with this. I just had to get my voice out there, because I'm narcissistic and I need to hear that. Madam Web, Madam Web, Madam Web. Let's not fucking dilly-dally. First off, I'll do a quick caveman breakdown of the movie from my notes that I took during the movie. I had a few comments on the last video that were pretty, how you going? But that is part of, the review world, I suppose. So I want to preface, I went and saw this movie at 8:45 p.m. on a Friday night, maybe? I was the only person in the theater. So me on my phone, I'm a cool guy like that, alright? I don't like to do that. I don't like to have my notes up and all that kind of stuff. Secondly, why do I choose to watch movies that are all easy, low-hanging fruit, negative movies? Well, that's just it. It's easy, low-hanging fruit. No one wants to hear me say Iron Claw was one of the greatest movies I've seen in a long time, because it was. It was a really good movie. It was shot beautifully, and it was really sad, and it made me cry in the theater by myself again. You don't need to hear that from me, okay? If you want, anyway. And let's go. Lady likes spiders. Lady looking for spiders, but no find. Lady also pregnant. Lady finds spider. Bad wooden actor man shoot pregnant lady. Amazonian Spider-Man save pregnant lady. Pregnant lady die, but baby born. Baby grow up to be incredibly nihilistic and grumpy lady. She work as paramedic. Orphan lady fall off bridge and magic powers come. Wooden actor man have nightmare about spider women killing him. Basically gives away the ending and plot of the movie within the first 15 minutes. Wooden actor man tries to kill spider women. Lady takes girls to the woods. Girls go to diner and make it very obvious where they are. No exposition given, only confusion. All girls give backstory as to where no parents are. Very sad. Real bonding hours. Did I mention I adopted? Yes, I did. It's like the 50th time I have. Lady go to Peru. Manages to leave country undetected despite being on the lookout for being a kidnapper 2 years after 9/11. You did it. You did it.
You did it. You did it.
That was just something that I couldn't move past. Hopefully I can fucking find that, because that was amazing. One trip to Peru and power unlocking session later. Girl power moment. Girl power moment. Skateboarding girl do epic skateboarding trick and save lady. Lady fall in water again and just kinda let the water take her. I don't know why. Gets hit by the world's first waterproof firework and goes blind. They all live in a apartment together and have happy time. Zero action of girls fighting besides small montage at the end where they talk about their future. No post-credit scene. $22 this cost. Wow. Hopefully I can stitch that together to be something salvageable, because God knows that's probably what the producers in the fucking studio were doing when they made this movie. I have some notes. I don't know if these have been said, but I'll counter off all of my notes. And we'll go from there. I know in my last movie I said if I can save you from going to see this movie and waiting till it hits a streaming service, I don't even want you to spend money on a streaming service for this. I want you to pirate it, okay? I'm not going to tell you how to pirate it, because that would be illegal. Well, I don't know where you get that information from. It wouldn't be me. This movie is The Room meets Spider-Man. And not even a Spider-Man, just The Room meets people from New York at this point. From the jump, this movie just makes so many assumptions that we know what the fuck's going on. Like, there's no exposition or anything given to us. It's just like, hey, there's this chick, and she's looking for her spider. Oh, she found the spider. Oh, she's dead now. Surprise, moving on. This movie is like if you gave a bunch of uni students an Ari Alexa and said, hey, make a movie. Oh, by the way, make it about spiders or some shit. I don't fucking know. Dakota Johnson's gonna be in it. It's gonna do numbers. That's my go-to fucking line. I'm sure the most recurring critique you've seen from this movie is the wooden acting. I have seen less wood in a Bunnings, and for my American viewers, I have seen less wood in a Home Depot. This shit was so fucking stiff. It was like everyone was talking to each other through a Skype call. I do not know where the actors all of a sudden lost their ability to communicate effectively between two people in a room, but mind fucking blown. This also just felt like a Pepsi ad wrapped up in a feeble attempt to salvage it as a Spider-Woman movie or Spider-Man movie. It was just, I get it. You gotta sell seats. You gotta sell money. You gotta make it. You gotta make the money. But holy fuck. Dude, everyone's holding Pepsi and they're all doing that thing where they're like, I'm talking to you as a wooden actor. That is interesting, other actor. Hey, that's pretty crazy. There's a guy trying to kill us. They are. Delicious. That's literally it. Like, it's just so fucking awkward. There was also just like this awful unnecessary camera shake in the whole thing. They were trying to do this like handheld kind of thing, but holy fuck was it disorienting. At the beginning of the movie, she watches some dude die, right? One of her colleagues, because she's a paramedic, she watches some dude die in a warehouse fire full of fireworks, and that's why that was this big thing, like, we gotta get everyone out of here because there's fireworks in here, it could blow up. At the end of the movie, which I'm assuming is like a couple weeks later, like maybe even a month or two later, the fireworks factory is still there. None of the fireworks have been taken out. There's no tape around it to cordon it off. There's no like barricades. It's just like, this is set in a time period 2 years after 9/11, right? Like, explosions were a pretty hot topic in New York at that point in time. Correct me if I'm wrong. No one did anything about it. So there's a bunch of teenage girls and one recklessly fucking dumb 30-year-old have access to a warehouse full of fireworks that can just be set off with a flare, apparently. Like, there was just no thought process in this movie. This review is all over the place, okay? Because this movie is all over the place. It makes no sense. There is no exposition given at all. It is just like, I do not know. There is someone trying to kill me. Who's trying to kill you? I don't know. And then Sydney Sweeney chimes in and everyone's like, shut up, bitch. And she's like, what the fuck did I do? That's the whole movie. Like, everyone's so mean to Sydney Sweeney, man. I don't know what the fuck. And honestly, the greatest ability Dakota Johnson's character has, Mrs. Webb has in this movie, is hitting people with her car. She hits like 4 people with her car. And it's like, when is the spider people going to show up, you know? And I get it. It was supposed to be like a different take on this in the Spider-Man universe, or it's supposed to be like this whole thing. But I'm sorry. To the fact that people sat there in the marketing and were like, this is going to be better than all of the Spider-Man movies ever combined. Okay, Tobey Maguire as in Spider-Man 3, which was his lowest performance, in my opinion, was 3,000 times better than this movie. I want to clarify some things before you comment down below. This is not Marvel going woke, and this isn't wokeism at its finest. So don't comment that shit like, that's what they get for going woke. No. Okay, there is no such thing as like woke inclusivity in a universe where like a fucking purple alien dude who looks like Barney with a fucking vengeance can like hang out with a green chick from space, alright? It's a pretty diverse fucking cinematic universe. So this isn't Marvel's going woke, and this isn't what they get for making an all-female cast. I definitely think this is the fatigue of Marvel and Sony showing. This is the cracks that they've desperately been trying to hide for a few years now, and I think the WGA strikes, or the SAG strikes, or whatever you want to call them, the big strikes that happened last year, I think that played a big factor into this, and that's not an excuse, because you don't get to just like palm off having a shit movie because like half your actors wanted more livable wages and your writers wanted livable wages. That's, if anything, this is on you, and this is what we're seeing. We're going to go through a slogfest for the next couple of months. I think a lot of movies are going to come out where we're kind of going to go, yeah, I guess. You know, like there are some movies that look interesting, and there are a lot of independent movies that are absolutely looking amazing. There's that stop motion movie. I can't wait to watch that as soon as I can. The Zone of Interest as well looks awesome, and I can't wait to watch that. I might do a review on that, but again, I don't have much luck when I talk positively about movies. I'm sorry if this whole thing is out of place, out of whack, I'm just so jaded from watching that movie. I was stunned. Don't watch it, okay? Hopefully this is a short video because there's not much to talk about. There's nothing to talk about with this movie. There is nothing. I would like to hear your opinions on this movie, what you thought about it. If you've seen it, I'm sorry. I might start a support club to get people like back on track with their lives after watching that. My name is Caveman Brain. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it's a fucking positive one. Hope someone give me a good movie, man. I'm so fucking over it. Madam Web, more like Madam Tucson's wax figures, right? Fucking so fucking plastic, cunt. It was this. Oh, I did not hit her. You did it. You did it. So bad. Yeah, okay. Get out of here.